Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Enjoy the Goldilocks Productions presentation of the In the Psychic Flow Show with Carolan Carey.
Wow, what a great introduction. Hi, everyone. That's a brand new intro for my show. Thank you, Tiffany. I love it. We have a wonderful evening planned for you. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Today is Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's Day to you, all my listeners. This is Carolan Carey. I am your host and the Psychic Medium of Sarasota, or SRQ, as we refer to it. We have a special Valentine's Day gift to you. Now, if you're lucky enough to have a Valentine in your life, that's beautiful. I'm sure you're not sitting here listening to the show. Well, maybe you are. I don't know. But if you do not have a Valentine in your life per se, but have an interest in someone or want to know what's really going on with him or her, please give us a call. Our show number is 713-955-0594. The reason I say that is we have the remarkable blockbuster talent of the soul reader, psychic Joanne with us tonight. She is a frequent guest on Blog Talk and a few different shows. She does a combination tarot with a twist and readings with the heart. She is a real dynamo, and she will help nail that gentleman or lady of yours and tell you just what's going on. Joanne, are you with us tonight?
I am.
Did you like your intro?
I loved it. It was great.
Okay, good. We have become very good friends, Joanne and I. She gave me some very good advice during a tough time. She's a wonderful life coach, and her specialty of psychic numerology is dazzling and phenomenal. And without further ado, let's get into it. We do have some people queuing up. You did want to discuss a few things about relationships tonight, Joanne. Tell us what you were thinking about.
Well, love is a wonderful thing, of course. There's songs about that. I think this, what I do advocate a great deal, to be in love with someone or to say I love you, has to have three ingredients, three major things. The first is trust, and that's an earned thing, and that takes time. The second thing is respect, and respect is a two-way street because you have to respect yourself and the other person that you're in a relationship with. And the third thing is communication, which is absolutely essential, because if you're a communicator and you're with somebody that's not a great communicator, it's like trying to operate by radar and with guesswork. So they all work in synergy: trust, respect, and communication. Absolutely critical. Now, and I think many of us who have gone through different situations in relationships, when respect is gone either for ourselves or the other person, it's pretty much over. And would you agree with that, Carolan?
Yes, I would. Yeah, you can't fix that.
So it's very, very important. And the nucleus is the communication. So I want to advocate that a great deal. Valentine's Day is a perfect day to kind of review that as well. I believe in boundaries as well, too. I think it's very important for us to honor our own boundaries or to get clear on what boundaries are. And if we've had disappointments in relationships, I look at it as, what did I learn from that experience? So that moving forward, I've gained knowledge and that I can make a better choice. Thirdly, I think what happens is because love is a truly wonderful thing, it's very important, especially not to have rose-colored glasses on.
Right.
Seeing it for what it is or trying to be the fixer, because that winds up to be usually a disappointment, because when you fix, it's like you're into a relationship that's not a two-way street. Does that make sense?
Oh, we hear it all the time, don't we? I've done it myself. I mean, you're missing one of these 3 or 4 key ingredients, or you've lost the respect somehow, something's happened. And women in particularly try to fix this. Oh, but I love him, and he's good to the kids. And, it's different when you're married, I think. It's a different ballgame. But, if they're entering into a relationship with someone and there's a problem with either the trust, the respect, communication, or the boundaries right off the bat, you can't fix that.
No. And see, the thing is with being a fixer, and a lot of nurses, I have a lot of nurses for clients. They are the most beautiful souls on the planet. And, what do they do for a living? They nurture, they fix, they educate. They encourage you to make some positive changes. So that's their job. And I always tell them, when you clock out, you leave the nurse there, not in your personal relationships, because then you become the nurse to your personal life, and that can be very draining or unrewarding.
Right. Very, very well put. Yes, I found that to be true, too. We do have some callers queuing. Would you like to start giving some advice and taking some callers?
Absolutely. I'm going to do, I work with the soul, so we'll do the first name and the birth date, and I'll see what's going on with their year and this month of February.
Fabulous. Okay. Our first caller is Rose from New Jersey at area code 201.
Hi.
Hi, Rose.
Hi, Rose.
Hi. I presently don't have a Valentine. I'm single, but since you want to discuss a relationship, I had a falling out with a good friend. I haven't heard from him in over a month, and I'm wondering if it's even worth trying to get back into that friendship with him.
Okay, what's your birthday, Rose?
December 10.
So let's see. Bear with me.
Yes, thank you.
What I really kind of feel here, and you can kind of give me confirmation here, but I feel like in this relationship something was missing. Okay? Whether, those 3 things, did you hear me talk about the 3 things that are important?
Yes.
So if you're a communicator or you're not a communicator, if you're a stuffer, which, can be possible, we're afraid to discuss, how I really feel about things. See, the key thing here is I. So I feel like there's some miscommunication here somewhere along the line. Either he's not a communicator or you're not a communicator. Is that correct?
He's not.
Okay. So you know what happens with people that keep their feelings to themselves or their thoughts to themselves? It leaves you to be Houdini in the guesswork department. Do you understand? Oh, what are they thinking? What do they like? What do they don't like? Oh my God, I get exhausted just thinking about it. Do you see what I'm saying? That's not a healthy relationship, in my humble opinion. Okay? And it's important to talk in the I statements. When that happened, I was embarrassed, or when that was said, I was hurt. You see, there's no war when you talk in I statements, but if you're doing the talking and you're dealing with somebody that you got to drag the words or the emotions out of how they feel about something, it's exhausting. Don't you agree?
Yes.
So I really feel like this is a year for you to really kind of get your power back. I feel like you've given your power away. Is that true?
Well, I've been single for a while, and are you referring to this friendship with him?
Well, I just feel like this is a year, if I could really kind of describe your personal year, because your birthday is the predictor, and it moves all the time. I really feel like it's like the scales with you. You got to balance things out here. When I was talking about boundaries before, I love non-negotiable lists because it helps you get focused. You got to put it on paper. The hand to the brain is a wonderful tool because if I had to give you my non-negotiable list right now, and I'll just give you a few off the top of my head because I do this every day, it's I'm not a rehab center, so if they're an alcoholic or they got addictions to pills or drugs or whatever, that's not the guy for me, okay? It has to be somebody who has got a sense of humor, but it's not goofy. Somebody who's very goal-oriented and career-driven and looks at a relationship as a partnership, a team. Somebody who's not afraid to say that they're sorry. Somebody who definitely has to have family values because I dig family. Those are just a few of the things on my written non-negotiable list, and I encourage men, women to do this so that they get very clear when they're out and about there and they meet somebody. Yeah, gotta have. It's like going on a treasure hunt. Can you imagine going on a treasure hunt without the list?
Right.
Same thing with love hunting.
This is great. Thank you, Rose. Thank you, Rose, for calling in. I appreciate you, and I hope that you will take that advice to heart, and all of our listeners as well. Great advice, Joanne. We do have more callers, so I'm sorry. I need to move on. Good luck to you, Rose. 770 is our next caller. We don't have the name yet, so when they come in, they can give you their name.
Hi, how you doing?
Good, welcome. What's your name, dear?
Hi, my name is Tamika, and my question is kind of like the last caller. Well, my friend and I, we actually had been dating for a couple of years. Actually been doing a lot, and we actually had, I just decided that basically I felt like we needed to really kind of like just take a break because I wanted to move the relationship forward, and he was kind of like at a slow pace standstill. So I wanted to see, what did you see with that? Because I actually do miss his company. We did a lot together, traveling and so on, and I just really wanted to see what was going on with that. And my birthday is 10/10/71.
10/10/71. What's his birthday?
And his birthday is actually the same, 10/10/67.
Wow.
Okay, so it's a past life connection. I think that the key thing is here is that he has got commitment issues, honey. He's a great date or he's a great companion or whatever, but to take it to the next level to tie the knot, oh boy, he's like got running shoes on. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Very right.
It's kind of like It's kind of like he's fun. He has charisma, or that you can really have some good times. But that's about where he draws the line. When it gets to the point of parking or setting up house, it's like, oh no, I can't do that. And so that's not what you want. Does that make sense?
Yes,
You're
ma'am.
looking for a long-range commitment here.
Got to keep shopping, Tanika. Keep shopping.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking for.
That a girl.
Right.
You keep shopping, and thank you for giving us a call tonight. We have a male tonight, one of our next callers. Good luck to you, Tanika. Joanne, hold on here one moment. We have area code 480, Michael.
Hello.
Hi,
Hello,
welcome
Michael.
to the show.
Thank you. My birthday is May 29th.
May 29th, did you say?
Yes.
Okay. Well, you're in a brand new cycle this year, Michael, which is kind of a fun thing because you've had a year and a half of kind of up, down, in and out. Is that correct?
Yes, and also a move in there as well.
Oh, yeah. Well, usually in that 18 months in that particular cycle, I always kind of give a lot of compassion because there's moves, people could change jobs, relationships may change, or, communication is absolutely a positive
all that's
aspect.
happening.
Right. So are you in a relationship now? Because I feel like in this that you're into this more of career. It's got to do with you moving ahead financially. Is that about correct?
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out what it is that I want to do, and I've got 2 job offers right now, and I'm waiting those are sales positions. And then actually I'm in Las Vegas, and I interviewed for a bartending at a restaurant on the Strip. So, I'm kind of up in the air on exactly what I want to do.
Okay. Well, I do feel like this is financially going to be better for you this year. What I will tell you is that you have to be extremely careful, because alcohol or any kind of substance is a challenge from your previous lifetime. So keep that in check. Or I always believe moderation is a good aspect to have here. So be the entertainer, be the good psychologist, but don't jump into the pool with them. Is what I'm saying.
Right.
Good job. Thank you, Joanne. That's great. Very good. Good advice. Thank you for calling in, Michael. We appreciate having a male call in.
Thank you so much.
Good luck to you. Our next caller is Laura in New Jersey, LORA, and her area code is 856.
Hi. Thanks for taking my call.
Hi,
this
Laura.
is Joanne. Joanne is waiting to take your information, Laura.
Hey, Joanne. So, my birthday is October 1st, 63. I'm in New Jersey, and I'm wondering what you might pick up for me around romance.
Okay. Well, this is a year, I think flexible. I want you to kind of put that as your middle name this year, okay?
Okay.
So you've been going through, some struggle right now, or something that you has got you a little off kilter?
Yes, definitely.
That's what I'm picking up here. But I do feel that things will start changing for you April, May, and June, financially, or getting your power back, taking some strong steps. I feel really good with the summer. When you get to October, November, and December, I do not want you to speed or drink and drive. So for those 3 months, you hear me out here, because believe me, I've had the boo-hoo stories after I tell people, because they just take it lightly. But I'm telling you, don't drink, drive, or speed October, November, and December. Now, are you in a relationship currently?
I'm sorry, what?
Are you in a relationship currently?
No.
Okay. I think that you need to get down to the bottom line of what I was talking about before. What are your boundaries? What's your non-negotiable list? Because I feel like you're very strong, and a lot of men either love strong women or they're scared to death of them. Do you understand?
Oh, yeah, I do. I get it completely.
Okay. So communication, I told you about the 3 things. If you heard me, trust, respect, and communication. But you've got to be with a man who doesn't want a mommy, okay, because you're strong. You don't need to be Mrs. Fix-It. You got that?
No, I do. That's exactly right. I don't want that. I want somebody who's an equal partner with me, who's equally strong or even stronger. I wouldn't mind that, but I don't want somebody that I have to mother. That's the last thing that I want.
Well, I always say if I didn't give birth to it, I'm not going to raise it. So, or fix it. Okay. So I do feel that this is a very good year for you to make some positive changes. I know that you've got some stuff on your plate. January, February, March are a little, struggle here, or where you really have to make some concrete decisions. But smooth sailing April, May, June, and July, August, September. Just be very cautious. Anything legal, signing contracts, speeding, or drinking and driving October, November, December, don't do it. Got it?
Great reading, Joanne. Thank you, Laura, for calling in. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
We have area code 510 next. Hello, are you there, caller?
Yes.
Hi, what's your name? I can barely hear you. Can you turn up the volume a little bit?
I said I'm calling from California.
Oh, okay. And I'm sorry, what was your name again, please?
Tasha.
Tasha. Okay. Meet Joanne. She's going to help you out with some and get some details from you. Joanne, shoot.
Tasha, what's your birthday, hon?
My birthday is 6/22/1975, and I'm interested in somebody whose birthday is 12/21/79. We're just friends. We reconnect.
You're friends with benefits or friends?
Both friends and friends with benefits.
Because I feel like it's friends with benefits.
Okay.
Okay. Bear with me while I compute here.
Okay.
All right. So, now this guy, he's kind of like, he's a great communicator, might have a great sense of humor, but has he been married twice or been in 2 serious relationships?
2 serious relationships.
Yeah, because it comes across as, I don't know if they were living together or pretending we're married or whatever, but it's a dichotomy with him. Emotionally, what he wants, I feel he's a stuffer. Is that correct?
I feel he's a what?
He stuffs his feelings. He doesn't always communicate his feelings, his emotions.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
And, if you heard me talking a little earlier to a couple callers, it's real hard because it makes you be Houdini with guesswork. Do you understand? What do you think? How do you feel? What do you want? Do you understand? It's like walking on eggshells.
Right. It's exhausting, too. I mean, who needs that? Right. It's exhausting.
I just feel that this guy this year, I just feel like he's going through a lot of emotional up-downs, in and out, and I don't know if you're going to have the wherewithal to weather through it. So has he got a lot of drama? I feel like there's drama around him this year.
Okay.
So I say, Tasha, you know what my clue is? Next.
Yeah. I think that's very good advice. Thank you for calling in, dear.
Okay.
We appreciate you. Take that advice, and good luck to you. We have area code 225. Caller, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. How are y'all?
Good. What's your name, dear?
Kim.
Okay. Shoot, Joanne. This is Kim.
Kim, what's your birthday, honey?
7/11.
So, would you say that emotionally you're a stuffer?
Not really. But maybe.
You always you when there's drama or there's conflict, I feel like a lot of times you don't always lay out how you feel about things. Is that correct?
You're probably.
I know you're
correct.
sensitive. So you're a stuffer, honey. That's called a stuffer. Okay. So we've got. Let's see. Bear with me. Are you currently in a relationship now?
I just broke up with someone like 2 weeks ago.
Okay. I feel that you're going to meet 2 people this year that you're going. And were you listening when I was talking about a hand to the brain of doing a non-negotiable list or a boundary list?
Yes, ma'am.
Because I think you need to learn from this past relationship and maybe the other relationships that you've had prior to this, Kim. And the reason I'm saying that is because a lot of times you keep a lot of things inside. Do you understand? So you want to work on your communication skills too. Do you understand? Because I really feel like you can tend to overanalyze things. Is that correct?
Oh, definitely.
So when you overanalyze, that means you really kind of beat yourself up because you constantly question or berate yourself on people, places, and things. And as a life coach, I really, really, really encourage people that they don't teach you this in school, but you've got to learn to love yourself more than anybody else, and then everybody else benefits when you love you. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does, definitely. So do
well,
you
Kim,
see
it
a
sounds like you're going to have
reconciliation?
some. Kim, is going to have some choices this year. It sounds like.
It does. It does, and I really feel that she's got to come out of being too over analyzing with being. Nothing's perfect. I haven't met a happy perfectionist yet, Kim. Okay.
Do you see a reconciliation with us?
What's the guy's birthday?
He's 9/11.
Wow.
Okay. Well, he doesn't like to fight, and he's definitely super sensitive. That's real hard because I feel like there's a piece missing. So, out of the three things, answer me, Kim: trust, respect, or communication. Which is it?
Communication.
Communication will break a relationship. Because if you don't know, it's kind of like driving the car and you don't have the key to get to where you to even start it. Do you understand? You have no destination.
Right.
Open-ended questions. How do you feel about that? What's your take on that? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Open-ended questions. But you live in your head so much
everything was great, and then all of a sudden we got into an argument, and he just shut down.
Well, he can't fight. And that's kind of sad because in life you have to agree to disagree to get to the point. So open-ended questions. Well, we had this fight. How do you feel about that? What was your thoughts on that? Getting clarity goes back to communication. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay, Kim. Thank you so much for calling in. Take that advice to heart. Good luck to you. Okay, we have Kimberly from Georgia, area code 256. Kimberly, are you with us?
Yes, I am.
Great. I have Joanne, Psychic Joanne Leo, with us. So ask her your questions.
My question is, I haven't been dating, and I'm ready to start dating again. I just wanted to navigate that.
Okay, what's your birthday, Kimberly?
My birthday is November 5th, 1970.
Okay. Well, this is kind of like one of the callers, I think it was Michael, is that, the last year and a half has not been your easiest rodeo. Is that correct?
Correct.
And so what I'm feeling right now is you're on a whole brand new cycle here. So I really feel that we have to get you through to like May, June, okay? Then you'll be kind of clear from that. But here's the thing about this 18-month cycle. It's a whole kind of transformation kind of thing, like the caterpillar to the butterfly. There's got to be a process of what you've learned and how you retool yourself. You don't like to be told what to do, how to do it, where to do it, or when to do it. Is that about right, Kim?
That's correct.
I know. But emotionally, you're super sensitive. So you hold yourself back because you're a sensitive person. Oh, I don't want to say that because I'll hurt somebody's feelings. And then you stew, and then you stack it up, and then you become Mount Vesuvius. Does that sound about right?
Yep.
So what I really want you to start working on is get yourself that notebook. What does Kimberly deserve? Write down those things, the three things I said about that. Well, we talked about love today. But in relationships, it's got to have those three key things: trust, respect, and communication. It's not going to work. A relationship is constantly a work in progress. So it either boils down to the last part, which is communication. You can't have one person who's talking and the other person who's shutting down. It doesn't work. That's like trying to operate with somebody. Can I get the radar signal here? What is it? Up, down, in, out, what? So you have to get clear on what lessons you've learned. Now, you have to be very careful with substance or alcohol because it's a past life thing for you. Okay? So don't be trying to fix somebody that's got those problems either. I would say run.
Yeah.
Good girl.
Okay?
Yeah.
Hey, lots of love to you,
know,
Karen. You're going to have a great year. It's just doing what you want.
Yeah.
Right.
Kimberly.
Oh, sorry,
okay.
Kimberly.
Yeah.
Great.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Our next caller is Karen from Chicago, area code 312.
Oh,
Got a little ahead of myself.
Hey,
you're welcome.
Thank you for taking my call. My question is, I want to know if I'm going to find work in the suburb that I'm at, or will I go back to Chicago?
Okay, well, Chicago's my hometown. Isn't that hilarious? Oh. All right, what's your birthday, Karen?
It's 3/31/71.
Okay. So your question is are you going to move this year back to Chicago or stay where you're at?
Right.
Is that about right?
Yeah, because I'm working in the suburb and I really like it, but I'm looking for new work.
Here's what I feel is going to go on here. I feel like this is, it's kind of like you're laying things out. Are you due for a raise where you're at currently or within your company?
It's a temp assignment. They said that they weren't going to hire anybody.
Okay, because I feel like you aren't going to stay where you're at. And I do feel like when it comes down to, this is going to sound bizarre here, but October, November, December, I feel like you're going to find your niche or your home. And there is a move there, too. So I do feel you will move. And I feel like you're on a new cycle. I feel like you, too, are in the cycle. It's funny because usually when I work shows or expos, it'll be concurrent with a lot of people. So you had those 18 months of up, down, in, out, decision-making, maybe not the easiest rodeo, but here the good news is what did you learn? Okay? So I feel like you've got to get through August, beginning of September, but I do feel like there might be a couple positions that you have, but I feel like you'll have a permanent position or a permanent move October, November, December.
Okay. All right.
Beautiful.
Sounds
Beautiful.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you.
Let me ask you something, Joanne. When you were talking to the one, caller that hadn't dated, it sounded like she hadn't dated in quite a while, and she was getting ready to get back into the scene. What kind of advice do you give women like that? And, even myself. I can't imagine myself with anyone else except my 100-pound dog, so that's where I'm at. But when I think about it, I'm like, do I really want to be bothered? Would I really want to be worrying about somebody else's feelings? This kind of thing. What advice do you give women that are thinking about going back on to the dating scene?
Well, first of all, I think at some point, when you've been in a relationship or several relationships or had your heart disappointed or broken in relationships, I think the key thing is I encourage, and I work very closely with my clients, because they got to figure out what was the lesson. You see, was I too trusting? Was I a poor communicator? Was I with somebody who, wasn't on my page, didn't get me, broke trust, didn't respect me, we just couldn't get along, or communicate. You got to figure out the pieces to the puzzle. But you can't go forward into a healthy relationship if you don't breathe, you don't love yourself, you don't respect yourself, and you haven't figured out what your lessons are so that you don't pick the same person. You know it, and I know it. We've seen it over and over again. They will get out of one relationship, they'll meet somebody, and they're the same person, different hair color, different face, same guy, same girl. Okay? A lot of guys that I work with.
I get calls from women older than myself, and I'm pretty surprised that is there a man for me? I've been alone a long time. Is there a man for me? And I'm thinking, I don't know if I would jump back in the game at that age, but I guess everyone wants what they didn't have or what they had, you know?
Right. They want companionship, but I also tell them, don't expect them to come walking up the sidewalk and knock on your door. If that's what you want to do, then you better join a group or a club or places to go meet people and get social. Do you understand?
Right.
I hear this all the time. It doesn't matter what age, and even if they're older or whatever, I really want a relationship. Well, what kind of relationship do you want? You know, what do you do? I mean, those are the questions that I work with no matter what their ages are. You know, it's like if I had a puzzle with 500 pieces and I say, here you go, but you work on that puzzle, but you get to the end and you're missing a bunch of pieces. You understand? I've got the pieces. Okay?
Well put.
So, you can't expect the big picture if you're not going to try to figure out all the pieces. It's like what I said before. Can you imagine a treasure hunt? Going on a treasure hunt, competing without the list of objects. Come on. It doesn't work.
Right. And I think you also have to be fair. You have your list of non-negotiables, but you also have to be fair to the gentleman that you're meeting. There is such a thing as, you know, you're not going to hit it off with this guy. Okay. If you see a couple of possibles, let's say, you know, women spend more time shopping for a car than they do for a man. They're going by attraction, which we all do. And it's kind of a disappointment, but if they don't have everything on your list. But the thing is, you have to give people a little bit of a chance to show themselves, you know, to earn your trust, to show, you know, they have to show themselves to you. And I always think that's better. You know, your advice about being in a social setting. I like to see how people operate because who was it that said it? Maybe Maya Angelou. People show you who they are. You have to pay attention.
Well, why do you think I always say, and I find this to be when I start doing charts, I'll see the people with the rose-colored glasses on, and they get fooled all the time because they want to see the outcome, like the story and, you know, the blossoming in the movie, okay?
Right,
but
right.
They're not in reality land here of what you see or what you get, or if you come with me, I can fix you, I can help you. Well, you know what the outcome to that is.
Right, right. No, it's very, very good advice. And I'll remember that when of course, I always send them to you. Okay, our next caller is area code 310.
Yes.
Hi,
hello.
caller. How are you?
Hi. I'm doing well, thank you.
What's your name?
My name is Susan, and I'm in California.
Okay, Susan, I have Psychic Joanne Leo on the line here, and she's going to help you out.
Awesome. Hi, Joanne.
Hi, Susan. What's your birthday?
It's 6/15/65.
Wow. I like those numbers.
Me too.
Are you in a relationship right now, Susan?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Because I feel like you could meet somebody by March or somebody in July, August, September. August, and September. You're going through like a real responsible fairness thing. You're a nurturer. It's a nurturing kind of year here. But I really, really feel that you are very strong. You're a survivor. Is that about right?
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, I see it. I'm looking right at your chart here. I think you can tend to be a little hard on yourself, a little too critical. Is that correct?
Oh, yes. I'm very much a perfectionist.
Okay.
Which gets me into trouble.
Susan, listen to me, honey. I've been doing this 40 years, okay? I have not met the happy perfectionist yet. Not one. Nothing's perfect, sweetheart. There's no perfect mommy, daddy, kid, relationship. So you got to give that up, honey. Okay? Here's my philosophy to you. Good, better, best. Never let it rest until your good is better and your better is best. Every day, give it your best shot. Forget the perfect stuff. It doesn't work. You're not perfect. Everybody else is imperfect. There's no perfect job, no perfect mother, father, kid, relationship. Nothing's perfect. So it gives you wiggle room, baby.
Yes, I hear you.
Carolan always says, buckle up when you talk to me. Well, I'm just trying to tell you here, this is a great year for you, but you have got to give up the perfection stuff.
Okay. Good advice. Yeah, I'm talking to myself about that right now. Thank you so much for calling in, Susan.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it. You're welcome.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Joanne's website is Psychic. Joanne Leo. Joanne, Joanne, Leo, like the lion.com. Joanne has been doing this work and various aspects of this work for over 30 years. She's been giving readings and healings. She's appeared on several radio shows and is a consistently booked reader in psychic showcases in the area. Her clients are from all over the country and then some. Joanne says her motto for psychic readings is readings with the heart. Even though she can be tough as nails on you, she has a very big, generous, and loving heart and is very successful because of that. Joanne says, our thoughts and words create our destiny. Our spiritual gifts and work has changed, and how I view life and death and events that occur in our lives. Joanne refers to these things as life is a school with lessons on our path. She provides individual, in-person, or phone readings, parties and groups, corporate events. You can get her by phone, which is, 727-743-3400. You can book online on her website, and you can also email her at psychicjoanneleo@gmail.com. All righty, I wanted to make sure I got that in. We have a caller from New York, area code 718, Katie. Katie, welcome.
Oh, hi, ladies. Thank you for taking my call. Happy Valentine's Day.
Thank you.
Happy Valentine's Day, Katie.
Thank
What's
you.
your birthday?
My birthday is the day after Christmas, 12/26.
Wow.
Do you need the year or?
No, this is good. I just want to see what's going on for you for this year. So.
Okay.
So we got. Well, this year. Your middle name needs to become flexible. I know. So just remember when because we're in February now, so we've got 10 more months to go here. So just remember what Joanne said when you get into situations. My middle name is flexible till I get to New Year's Eve. Got it?
Okay.
I feel like you've got some decisions to make. I feel like there's some uneasiness or some. Don't get into any big fights here. Well, you've got to get through the end of March, so don't get into any big combustible things here. Take a breath, okay? And I would say don't let somebody get on your last nerve. Does that make sense?
Yes. A lot of it, yes.
Yeah.
Katie,
so
don't feel bad. I'm the same as you, Katie. Don't feel bad. That's where we're at.
I mean, many times Carolan has heard me say to people, you have to learn to breathe. Okay?
Yeah.
You have to take a breath. You've got to take a moment. Okay? Because you're very, very you've got a great personality. You're dynamic in a lot of ways. You're very strong. There's a part of you that doesn't like to fight because you do the little bit of the guilt thing, but you got to get over that. Okay?
Yeah.
But this year is a year for you to really kind of be flexible. And what are my options? What is plan B? I always like to have a plan B. Okay?
Yes.
So,
yes.
And I feel like October, November, December, financially, things or career-wise will be even better.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm going through. Like, I was looking for a job, and I'm like, I kind of was like telling people, okay, I want this big salary, but the jobs are paying lower, and I'm like, it's not that it's low, but it's just lower than what I wanted. And then I find myself, wait a minute, I'm still without a job. Maybe I need to just take something and still apply for other things.
What's your field?
Called flexibility.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, law, and like legal work or compliance, but just law as well. That's the kind of field I'm looking for.
Well, see, it's right in your numbers here. And I feel that if you take one position with your credentials or your experience, by year end, you'll move up or forward or out to something even better.
Yeah. But I realized, I said, you know what? Hey, it's going on 2 or 3 months. Let's just take something. Not that it's bad.
Is that what I was talking about? Flexible.
Yes, yes.
Don't you love it?
Yes.
I get the same advice. Don't feel bad. It's like my middle name. People, what's your middle name? I don't have one. Well, now it's flexible.
Right.
That's my name. I mean, that's all I ever get. Katie, thank you so much. You just are going to have a great year. It's just be flexible. It's all good.
I will. Thank you, ladies. Have a great night. Thanks.
Good luck to you. Oh, it's wonderful to have somebody else get that.
Carolan?
Yes?
Does that sound familiar?
Well, I was going to sneak my birth date in. But,
I know your birthday.
I know. I kind of got the message already, flexible. I guess it's going to be me and my daughter. Actually, I had a reading, brief reading with another guest. I think it was June Elaine, and she said, I had 2 mediums on, and they're both like a big heart here for you, Carolan. And I said, yeah, it's probably a dog. And they all started laughing, and they were like, yeah, it probably is a dog. So it wasn't a lover, it was a dog. And I said, gee, I could have predicted that one. What do you think, Joanne?
Well, I think really this is all going to be all about you retooling yourself, and it's like getting your foundation. It's like your home, your work, everything is in process this year, okay? And I really feel like there's some really big stuff coming up this summer that you're going to be doing spiritually, whether it's your classes or whether it's you're doing more platform work, okay? But there's a lot of stuff going on with your house, organization, all that kind of stuff this year. You want to lay the groundwork for feeling secure. You know, I know that you changed positions this year from a worker bee to retiring, but then doing your spiritual work. So that you're getting all ready to lay a new foundation.
Right, and to go from there. That's true. That's exactly what I'm thinking, which is great. Thank you very much for that. That's a nice way of saying no. Thank you. That's okay, because I often think I don't want it anyway. Marley is my best husband so far.
Yeah.
And he doesn't answer back, and he really loves me. And he loves everything, and I can work around him. So we know each other pretty well now after over a year, so we're pretty good. Thank you for that, Joanne. We have more callers for you. Are you up to it?
Of course.
Okay. We have area code 858 next.
Hello, Jan. Hello.
Hi, it's Carolan and Joanne.
Hi, hello, Joanne. My name is Anne, and I am calling from California.
Okay.
And hi, I would like to ask if you see like a long-term love partner for me. My birthday, May 31st. Huh?
Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. I feel like there could be two people that you might meet, but it's going to be more towards summer. I think you need to do some work on yourself before that, because I really feel like you're all over the place. You know, I just don't want you jumping in because somebody finds you attractive or funny or easy to be with or whatever. I want you to have your boundaries and your non-negotiable list. Do you understand? I feel that
yes.
you've had your boo-boos. Yes. What have you learned from your past relationships is my question. So I'd be a little bit more discerning with you this year, and when you get in moving forward, don't be afraid to ask open-ended questions. Be a better detective. Know what you don't want so that you can get what you do want. Does that make sense?
But yeah, it does. But you think that I will find this person for a long term? Because I did meet people, I do meet them at work, but unfortunately it's either someone whom I am not interested and doesn't have any qualities that I am looking for, or it just didn't work for a long term.
Well, I think you're putting you kind of summed that up here, but it looks like you discount a lot of things right off the bat without being really into, do they have trust, respect, and what kind of communication. You can't be a tough marker and not know what you're getting into or being too critical. You've got to have some balance here. But I do see two relationships that you have choices to make this year.
Okay. Close
That's
to
good.
summer. Okay. That's
Very
good.
good. Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you for calling in.
Thank
we
you
have
so much,
Donna. Sure. We have Donna next at area code 805.
Hi. Hi, Joanne. This is Donna. Hello.
Hi, Donna.
Hello?
Hello. What's your birthday, Donna?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi.
What's your birth date?
Oh, April 22nd, 1954. We haven't been doing much shopping, but he's trying to go on a date.
Did you say?
A beautiful color. I'm having problem hearing you a little bit. Let me see. I put it on. Can you hear me better now?
Yes, that's better.
Yes. Did you say 822?
No. April 22nd, 1954.
Okay. Okay. So I'd say hold on to your seatbelt this year, because I think you've got some decisions to make. I think it's got to be fair and balanced. I think that it might be emotional. It has a lot to do with, I think, work situation that you're going to have to deal with, or a financial situation. Are you with me on that one?
Yeah, I'm on disability, so I get a certain amount of money every month. Yeah, so I don't really work. But, yeah, my sister helps me out a little bit with money.
Well, yeah, because it definitely it has to do with something financial, so that's
maybe it'll
how
be
it
good.
always comes to play. Well, or
maybe
being a better steward of how you're
what?
spending your money. As being a better steward of how you're spending your money.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Now, would you say you're a little on the stubborn side?
Stubborn? No, I'm not stubborn. I'm pretty easygoing. Yeah. I'm not stubborn.
Okay.
I'm persevering, though. I am persevering.
Okay, because there's a situation, maybe the stubborn isn't the right word, but being rigid on something, or not being flexible. So that's coming up in April, May, and June, so you're going to have to make some decisions here.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
That's what I'm
I keep
talking
getting...
about.
Okay, Joanne, in my meditations, I keep getting, it's coming soon. And when I hear it, it fills me up with such joy and love. And I have been asking the universe for me to meet a fellow, to get married, and also for more money to come in so I can go do my international travel, which I love to do.
Uh-huh. Well,
I want to.
There is an opportunity for travel at the end of the year. My question is financially being able to support that idea.
Yeah. Well, I could start saving money every month.
So
make sure. Let me just interject here because I think we've spoken before. I just want to say, listen to. I'm very good, acquainted with my doorkeeper who works with me. Make sure that your family and spirit that I've spoken to and your guides around you are for real and not just giving you Pollyanna, okay? The job of a guide is to give it to you straight. Imagine Joanne on steroids as a guide. That's what she would be like. It would be like where they're going to hammer the truth to you, not sell you a fairy tale. So make sure you're being acquainted with those in spirit. Meditation, la, 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 it feels good, la, la, la. Okay, that's not always what we need. Sometimes we need to face it and say, okay, I may have to make some life choices here. It's rough, and I'm going through what you're going through, so I wish you a lot of luck, and I know you're going to do it. Okay?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, good luck to you, dear.
Appreciate
I think we're going to take one more, 8:56. We're almost out of time. If we want to take one more call, the area code is 956. Do we have a listener on 956?
Yay, thank you.
You made the cutoff. What a gal.
Yes, happy Valentine's.
Thank you.
This Valentine, I would like to know the same question. When am I going to find my Prince Charming?
What's
boy, here you go.
Name? Yeah,
I know.
the Prince Charming. Okay. What's your first name?
Tony, T-O-N-I.
And what's your birthday, Tony?
11/13/75. 11/13/75.
Okay. Do you know what you want, Tony?
Yes,
or do you just want to take what? Oh, well, I feel like you've had your fair share of boo-boos or disappointments. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Did you listen to what I said earlier about trust, respect, and communication?
Yes.
Because I know that you don't like to fight and you're very responsible. You have to be very careful because that you're a nurturer, that you're not a fixer. You got it? So that you're going to attract somebody that needs boo-boos fixed. Okay? Oh, they had a hard time, or they had a hard luck, or whatever, broken relationship, and they want you to fix it. My advice to you is run away from a person like that, because they're man babies. Okay?
Oh, yes,
we want you want a man, not a man baby. So you've got to be very careful because you're very nurturing, and you want to fix, and you want to help. Am I correct?
Yes, I like to help people. I do.
Okay. Well, you have to be very careful when it comes to love and romance, honey. Because it's a two-way street. So if you want a man, it's not about you helping them get their life on track or helping them fix their problems. That's not what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I haven't had, like I said, I haven't had much luck. I have dated men that have a history in womanizers, but I mean that's not what I want. So I kind of step away from that.
Once a cheater, always a cheater. You'll never fix them.
Yes,
never.
I know that because that's why I've been divorced.
Okay, a leopard never changes his spots.
Thank you so much, caller. Tony, thank you for calling in. We only have 1 minute. 1 minute left. You're welcome. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody that called in and those that are just listening. We had phenomenal advice from Psychic Joanne Leo on the lovelorn, the love lost, the heartbroken, the sort of in love, not sure if I'm in love, want to be in love, all of the above. and the advice stands for everybody. And that was trust, communication, boundaries. What was the other thing?
Respect.
Yeah, of course. And I wish you a lot of luck, everyone, but be careful, because if you just don't make that list and don't make decisions, you could end up with a four-legged, hairy male with smelly feet that loves you, but he's not a human male. So be careful, okay, because that's what Spirit gave me. Joanne, thank you so much for making tonight so dynamite. Love you, and talk soon. Thank you, listeners, for giving us such a great show. Have a fabulous evening. Good night.
Hey, Spotify listeners, thinking about getting your master's degree but don't have time to sit in a classroom? Well, you're listening online. Have you thought about learning online? Post University offers graduate degrees online, so you can learn right where you're at. No traveling, no hassle. So why Post University? They offer customizable concentrations to fit your career goals. Learn more about their personal approach to online education today. Text degree to 474747. That's degree to 474747. For useful consumer information, go to post.edu/GE.